Which way am I going?
What's coming? You on the way?
Come on in, come on in. Come on in, come on in, boy. If you want to get fired on your day off, be late. Because the people in the chat gonna let you know where they at, where they at, where they at. How you doing, Miss Diana Brown? Hey, I already saw I love CC. She gonna be there. And the man who knows the man who knows the man, Mr. J.R. Boxing. You know he's in the building. Hey, Miss Krista Wise. It's always awesome to see you. Hey, Miss Dawn, what's going on? I got Michael there. We got again Miss Diane Brown. Look at Miss Jeanette right here. Hey, how y'all doing? That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. Oh, Miss Krista Wise Williams. Let them know what's going on. Look at old Cordell. That's what I'm talking about. Smiling Mom. You always speak and are so cordial with me. I appreciate it. J Mac in the building. J Mac on. Hey, one thing I know, J Mac on support old B Watch now. B Watch put something out there. J Mac got it. J Mac got his back. Come on, people. Come on in. Timothy Isaac. Make it do what it do. Make it do what it do. What Mr. Miami at? Come on, folks. Come on, Michael. Get on in here. Get on in here. Holler if you hear me. Hit us in the chat if you let us know where you're coming from, because I want to know you. I want to know where you're coming from. Put what state you're from. Because some of you might be right down the street from it. But we're going to get this thing going. And I ain't seen it. I haven't seen the other guys yet. This ain't no one-man show. Where is the guys who always make this thing do what it do? We want to introduce the one, the only, JR Boxing. What's going on, JR?
What's happening? What's happening,
Man, it's a beautiful day, beautiful day. Look at these beautiful people. Look at this. Look at these beautiful people in here. Look at this sanctuary. Boy, we got some people in the sanctuary. That's what B. Watts need to be. Because the way he was showing out, he need to be in the sanctuary. He need to be in there with his hands up. And instead of putting baby oil on, they need to put the oil that you put on him, to say, hey, let put the oil on him. When we gonna do that, Atlanta Shouty, what's going on around here? Where is Mr. B. Watts at? Because it ain't a show without the showstopper, and that's Sports Talk with B. Watts. He want to be like, he want to be the main attraction. You know what I'm saying? Look at Fresno, Texas. Oh, that's the man right there. The man who paints, the man who clean cars, the man who wipe windows, the man who does it all. Sports Talk with B. Watts. What's going on, B. Watts?
Hey, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing? What's up, chat? What's going on, JR?
Chilling. What up, B. Watts? I'm good with you, man.
Hey, man. Let's get out that ladder, big dog. Just get out that ladder.
Hey, you climbing it wrong by wrong. I know how you do it, big dog. I know how you do it. You done already climbed the ladder. You at the highest peak and you still climbing. But what we gonna do, we gonna get this thing started because we got these people, they ready to be watched. They was ready to fire me. I saw people in the chat. Oh, what Uncle? Why he late?
yeah, I thought that too. I said, oh man, what Uncle late? I thought you were the first one. Oh,
hey, and the worst part about it, this one here. Now, B. Watts know he controls everything. It's about Uncle late. Now, B. Watts, don't you do me like that. What I ain't gonna let you do, especially, I ain't gonna let you throw me on the bus. Now, I'll be a lot of things. I'm on military time. I'm gonna be on time. And when I say I'm gonna pay, I'm gonna pay. When I say I'm gonna be on time, I'm gonna be on time. But that's another thing. Let's get this thing started. B. Watts, tonight is gonna be, the theme for the night is a lie don't care who tells it. That's the theme for the night. A lie don't care who tells it. And people, I was just listening to people and they put me in a mood today. They got me in a mood today because enough is enough. The lies gonna stop. The lies gonna stop. And I don't care who the lies come from, but they gonna stop. We gonna do something tonight. Now, let's get it started with this one here, B. Watts.
Time out. JR, you heard that? Your
Yeah.
lies gonna stop tonight, Jr.
Oh, see, here you go,
I
chat.
can't
He
wait till we get
already
to Well Off
starting,
Media.
chat.
Did you?
He
Okay,
already,
let me get this out the way. Did you see Well Off Media?
I saw it.
All right, when we get to that point, Uncle Steve said the lies gonna stop.
You know what? I'm gonna start posting the chat. I'm gonna put the chat as my background so y'all can see how B Watch really feel.
Hey, they do not want to see the chats. We are not gonna ever put our chats out there. That's something I
Ooh.
refuse to do that. We don't
Yeah,
need
I get
50,
canceled then.
yeah. We don't need 50 Cent and T.I. going on. We don't need it. We don't need it. But let's get it started because a lie don't care who tells it. Man, I was listening to the Ultimate Cleveland show, and it really bothered me, man. I was like, this dude, man, JL, JL, you know, normally when somebody named Jason, it's Friday the 13th or something like that, you deal with that Jason. Now we need him for him. Now, if we had that Jason, we could get rid of him real quick. He'd be the first one gone in the show. But with that, let's put it this way. Jason Lord came out of his mouth and he regurgitated something today, and he regurgitated a lie. Now, people go sometimes, they like, well, he's telling the truth. No. He's telling you part of a truth. He's telling you part. It's when you're gonna tell something, tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And put all the facts out there and say, based on these facts, now I come up with this conclusion. Now, what I'm not gonna do is like my boy who came and who helped him out and said Tyree or whatever the guy's name, real cool dude. Who came on there and he said, hey, I just want to throw this part. Jason meant this. No, he meant what he said. He meant what he said.
Yeah.
This is
Yep.
this is what upset me. He started it back again. Shedeur, and this is how they do. This is how they do it. And y'all hear it on CNN and Fox News all the time. Somebody said, who the hell is somebody? Somebody said Shedeur Sanders can't read defenses, and he does not prepare properly when it comes to the game. Now, B Watts, I got you and JR. I'm gonna let JR go. How do you go and how do you feel about those comments being said about Shedeur, about anybody? How do you feel about that, JR?
Man, it's crazy, huh? Because man, with the first name Jason, man, I just can't take it at face value, man. Whether it's Jason Lloyd, Jason Whitlock, Jason from down the street, my neighbor Jason when I lived in
Yeah.
Mississippi. I just can't take it at face value. So hey, look, shout out to anybody named Jason in the chat. No disrespect. I just can't take it at face value, man. Um reading a defense. I I would want to know what conclusion he came to with that. Because we've seen on numerous occasions, we've seen Dan Orlovsky breaking down good film of Shedeur Sanders. We've seen what's the one quarterback he played at the University of Missouri, break it down all the time.
Oh, that's the one we like. That's the one we like. He used to play for Chicago. I forgot his name. I know you
Yeah,
talking about.
I
Yeah,
forget
he
his
good.
name.
He good dude. He a good
But
dude. He's
he break
fair.
yeah, he break down the film and he's fair. We seen Sean King break down film, he's fair about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we've seen a multitude of NFL quarterbacks, right? Break down film on Shedeur Sanders. You know, it's not all positive, but there's a lot of good positive things in there. So it's an even balance. I don't know Jason Lloyd's credentials. I don't know. Did he play quarterback? Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, what did he do? I mean, look,
Yeah.
he's a media member, and look, B. Watson name Jason just rubbed me the wrong way, dog. It just rubbed me the wrong way. I just can't fool with it. But I don't know the man credentials, but that's a joke. They call it a quagmire. Maybe he just on the set to just be a disruptor and put some nonsense out there. Maybe. but enough with Jason's, man. I can't be Watts. I can't
Well,
trust their words.
Yeah,
I did Jason lyrics. Now I like that. I like that one. Now
That was a good movie.
that was a good movie. There. Now I can
That
do
was a good
that,
movie.
Jason. That Jason because he has some. They had some good stuff in there. But let's get to you, B. Watts.
yeah, I gotta agree with you on that, Jr. Jason, he started with a J. JR Boxing started with a J. You know, it is what it is.
Whoa, whoa,
You
whoa,
know?
whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah. I just said,
You know
hey,
what? Let me go get my Bulletproof
whoa,
vest.
hey,
I'll be right
whoa.
back.
if
I'll
you
be
study
right
Jake,
back.
can I? It's my time. It's check this out. Check this out. No, JR, you need to get back over here. You need to get back over here and get this. Yeah, yeah. If you study JR history and you look at Jason Lord history, they get about the same takes.
Come on, man. Come
He
on, now. Come on, B. Watts.
okay. Jason Lord. Jason Lord is. I'm gonna tell you what he's doing. He playing the bad guy. They need the lights. They need the impressions on the set. But go back to how it started. Tigers today trying to take up for him. Seem like I said, no, you don't even got to go to bat for Jason. He know what he's saying. He been saying that. So he didn't need to go to bat for him because people was on his head. Uncle Steve, I'm gonna ask you a question. Your dad is a Hall of Famer. The
Well,
best defensive back that ever played.
well,
He played for the Atlanta Falcons.
he played.
Then he went to the San Francisco 49ers.
He moved on.
Then he went to the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, the
He
Cowboys.
went to the Washington Redskins.
All right, I'm red.
Then he went to the Baltimore Ravens.
Go
And
ahead,
he's a
Ravens.
Hall of Famer. He in the house with you. He grooming you. He gave you a pro quarterback to train you, Jeff Blake.
Jeff Blake.
How in the hell you don't know how to read things? How do you don't know how to dissect a defense? Now, me personally, when I heard that, I did Uncle Steve. I said, damn, he was on the sideline with Travis and the offensive coordinator digging in the ground and say, hey, you go this way, you go this way. I'm just saying,
But
family.
you're not gonna do Thomas. You're not gonna do Thomas. You're not digging. No. Let's go. Go on, young fella.
Go
I'm
ahead and
in.
finish up.
I'm gonna end.
B-Watts.
Oh, this is not your show tonight. But let me end the show. Let me end the topic with this. With this right here. Everybody ain't gonna be for Shedeur, right? I'm not in the building. I don't know what Kevin taught Shedeur before he left. But ain't no way nobody can tell me that Shedeur don't watch films. Bucket just posted a video of him watching films over there on X. And that was back at Jackson State days. And the things that they trying to label him for, I just can't get up with that. And it seems like he getting his information from Kevin Sebastian. Back to you, huh?
Yeah, because
Whoa.
I want to go with this one a little bit more because I want to throw this one at you. Didn't they tell us about Kenny Pickett? They say Kenny Pickett was the next Lamar Jackson. He was moving. He had that mobility. He was doing this one here. Didn't they tell us Dylan was a supercomputer? Didn't they tell us Dylan was the best thing that they got? He is a third rounder. They should have drafted him a little earlier because of his talent and the things that he could process and how he could move the offense up and down the field. Then they tell us about Joe Flacco. Oh, Joe is this senior personnel up there. He understands the offense and he knows how to work it. At the end of the season, it was one man standing, and that was W12. Put it in the chat. It was one man standing. And I'm gonna put it to you this way, B-Wise. This is what upsets me. On January the 6th, I saw some people marching up to the Capitol. They marched up to the Capitol. They did what they did their actions and they went home. Then a year later, a person came back and said it was a friendly march in the Capitol. After you got dead police officers pertaining to that, and a dead lady who was there, who was killed there. My question is this. This is where I'm going with it. People like, well, why are you bringing that up? Because it's just like sports. It's just like sports. You saw it with your own two eyes what they did. But people came back and convinced other people that it wasn't what your lying eyes were seeing. Let's go again with sports. You saw Shedeur Sanders throwing the garbage cans. You saw Shedeur Sanders over on another playground while everybody else was running plays. You saw Shedeur Sanders get the wrong plays in a game. When have you ever saw an NFL game where the quarterback does not got the right plays on his armband? I've never seen it. I've seen a lot of things. I've seen that they have malfunctions and stuff like that, but I've never seen that. The reason I'm saying this, then B was this is a special one. Didn't they come up with stats during the fall when they were going through that camp? Didn't they come up with stats where they were tracking the tracker? And we saw the tracker. How is it that we can see all of this? And Jason Lord has the audacity to tell us that now let me put it this way, B-Wise. Now, if he'd have said this, I would agree with him. If he'd have said Shedeur Sanders is having a little time with the verbiage, because it's a difference, the language, it's how they call the plays. That's fair. Because I don't care who you are, man, they got some names on plays, and you like, golly, man, this take me a minute to call it, which is stupid. All you need to say is Oklahoma, Missouri, just name it a state, and like your boy Peyton Manning did, Omaha, and you know what you need to do. But they go and they want to be the smartest coaches in the room, and they want to make it big. So that's where I'm going with that. It's just the fact that they put it out there and they lie. But let's get the next one here, right here. The next one, I'm going to go on this one here. JR, educate me on this one here because I don't know much. They are telling us now that Shedeur Sanders needs to have an outstanding season if he's going to get another season with the Cleveland Browns. Let me preface it by saying this. How is it that every other great hope has to have receivers, an offensive line, a great offensive coordinator, and they get the time to learn that offense, and they give them all the time in the world. But when it comes to Shedeur Sanders, he has to be perfect, and we're buying this doo-doo and we're regurgitating it. Yeah, he has to have a great season. Well, I know plenty of quarterbacks didn't have a great season, and they still got an opportunity. I know plenty of them got drafted and got throttled and looked horrible. I'm the New England Patriots. You can't look no worse than my quarterback looked the last two games. You can't look no worse than that. He was horrible, but they put him up for MVP. I'll tell you this. I'll tell you another thing. Kevin Stefanski had three Pro Bowl quarterbacks on his team last year. He had Huntley, who was a former Pro Bowler. He had Flacco, was a Pro Bowler, and Shedeur Sanders, and he still couldn't win. So is that the player or the coach? But let's go this one here. Why does Shedeur Sanders have to be perfect, but every other great hope can go out there and do what they normally do? Absolutely nothing. Educate us.
Before I do that, let me just make sure I put on my proper precautionary, bulletproof vest, because it just seemed like B. Watts, he just taking long distance shots. I mean, he's shooting all the way from the state of Georgia, y'all.
He going down Rand. He going down Rand.
I gotta be protected. I had to go to my pro gear and pull out something to protect myself from B. Watts. Check. Cause y'all see how B. Watts doing me. So B. Watts, I'm ready for you, all right? And that's real Kevlar right there, dog.
I see.
But to your question, look, man, I think it's a little bit fair, man. To be honest, I'm not gonna say he got to play perfect, but he has to have a season worth something. And whatever the team values that worth at, whether it's in wins, whether it's in passing percentage, whether it's in how he takes care of the football, it has to be something. Because the unfortunate situation is that fifth round pick
Yeah.
is hanging over your head. So there's always outliers, right? We can name an outlier, but that's never the rule. That's always the exception. Now I'm not saying that Shedeur can't be the exception, but it's up to Cleveland if they're gonna make him the exception. Lamar can play bad, but he the franchise. Josh Allen can play bad, he the franchise. Dak Prescott can play bad down the stretch. He's the franchise. So until Shedeur proves it, he's expendable. I mean, you on a contract where they can blow their nose and throw that money away. So
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but that's the gravity of the situation, B. Watts. He has to show some worth to the team, and whatever the team say that is, we don't know. But winning always helps, B. Watts. That's for sure.
Hey, I got to agree with you, Jay. You hit that on the head. He can't run for that fifth round draft pick on he just can't run from it. But when you look at the San Francisco 49ers quarterback who's drafted last in the 7th round, they saw his goodness and came right out and said, hey, he's our franchise quarterback. And they got rid of the guy they traded for, right? Mm-hmm. Well, just like JR said, he can take out the bulletproof vest because he's on it tonight, right? Ooh, just like JR said, it's up to the Cleveland Browns to come out and tell Shedeur he's that franchise quarterback. Now, will he be allowed to make the mistakes the other quarterback can make? Because you got to remember, every team got an owner. And the word on the street, that owner want that Manning boy. Back to you,
Well, I'm glad you said that. Everybody talking about somebody want a Manning boy. I tell people all the time, what has that Manning boy done? And I ask you this one here. Who is that Manning boy better than right now? I can go with you right now. He's not the best quarterback in college right now. Yeah, they hyping him up just like they did Sayans. They hyping him up. But y'all can put him anywhere you want to. I'll take that boy who played at Miami. I'll take that young man who's at Miami right now, who was at Duke before I take that Manning boy, and I'll put this one to you. That boy who playing for Oklahoma State might be better than Arch Manning himself. But I'll also throw this one to you. When has Arch Manning ever had less talent on his team? Everywhere he's gone with, even in high school, that private school, they had some of the top players there because they brought him in. That private school he was at. In college, let's go again. If he was so good, why was he sitting on the bench for two years? Explain that to me. When have you saw a college quarterback sit on the bench for 2 years that's supposed to be the next coming? Now, if they want Arch Manning, hell, go get it. Go get him. Free Shedeur Sanders if they want Arch Manning. Yeah. But I'm here to tell you, with the roster that they got, they better have Jesus of Nazareth. If they talking about doing anything with that roster, you better have Moses, they better have Joshua, and they sure better have David, because when David go to step and he make things happen. So with the roster that they have, it doesn't make a difference. And this is where I'm gonna go, JR. JR, if you're looking at it, and B. Watson, you're looking at it, I can go and say, yes, Shedeur needs to show progress. But I submit to you, Sam Darnold looked like doo-doo for 4 years. And it wasn't like he did nothing this year. Seattle had a lights out team. I'm talking about a total team. The special teams was special. That Sheed broke game. The defense was lights out. The running back was all world. The receivers made plays. Sam did his thing, but he wasn't great. I'll give you another one. That boy from Minnesota. How did he look? McCarthy.
Them guys white. Them guys right
Now you tell it. Hey, B Watts. Now you cooking now. Now you
Hold
cook.
on,
But
man. Hold on.
n- n-
I can't just go there, man.
oh,
Look,
get him B Watts. Get his
Sam,
Kevlar. Get him
Sam,
B Watts. Get him B
Sam
Watts. B
Darnold.
Watts. The floor is yours. He gonna protect him. Tyvis is on here. Hey, people in the chat, if y'all think J.R. Tyvis right now, please put it in the chat. Give us a one.
Oh,
Give us a one if he Tyvis right now, because I ain't hearing it. B Watts, I'm not hearing it, and the reason I'm not hearing it is this one here. Even when it comes to Lamar, man, they want Lamar head. They want
Yeah,
Lamar head. They you talking about here? They want his head. If he don't win, they want his head. But
yeah,
that boy at Trey Lawrence that won at Jacksonville ain't won nothing. He win once every 3 years, and then they tell me, oh, we got potential. Then he'll go 2 more years. They do. With that being said, let's go this one here. B. Watt's favorite girl. He call her Boo. He call her Messy Bouquet. Now, Messy Bouquet. Messy Bouquet for Mr. B. Watts. She done came out now and said that the Cleveland Browns now are preparing to make Shedeur Sanders the number one. Well, give him the opportunity to be the starter of the season for the Cleveland Browns. Now, tell me, Mr. JR, how do you feel about that?
that they making him the number one. First, let me go back
Giving them
real
an
quick,
opportunity,
man.
to compete to be the number one quarterback.
Yeah. Let me go back real quick. Let me spin the block real quick. Look, man, Sam Darnold and them other guys that you named, they took their lessons in the NFL. Sam Darnold was a
they
number
did.
2 or 3 pick.
Yep.
I'm seeing ghosts, right? They ran him up out of New York. He was down here in Carolina, San Francisco, and one other team before he landed with Minnesota. And he proved himself in Minnesota. Right. So and then he won a Super Bowl. You can't take that away from him, no matter what the situation is. And Drake May, it's just more so where he's drafted, right? Cam Ward gonna get a multitude of opportunities over Shedeur because the way he's a number 1 overall pick. That's just the way it is. But with MK, look, man, she like to stir the pot. She like to stir the pot. And I don't know if she's stirring the pot in a good way, because growing up in my house, stir the pot means somebody had their foot up in it. Them collard greens, the pot liquor. That's what stirring the pot is. Now, I don't know. Maybe MK got some good collards with a little mustard in there. I don't know. But I'm going to tell you, you probably need to add some more seasoning or some hot sauce. Bring some hot sauce to the table with you, Messy K. She just want to start something, man. She want to start something, and it's like on one end of the spectrum, she don't care if the fan base is with her, and then on the other end of the spectrum, she ready to burn it all down to the ground with one tweet, one post, or whatever the situation is. So MK, she kind of all over the place, man. But I mean that's a good thing if they're gonna properly prepare Shedeur for an opportunity to lead this team. I can never take anything away from that opportunity, B. Watts.
Yeah, JR. You on it tonight. You on it tonight. Well, this how what's going on with Mary Kay. She ain't got nobody to talk to on inside the building. So every day she got to come up with a storyline. They promoted different quarterbacks after this free agents started 2 days ago or yesterday. The Cleveland Browns showed their hands. They made them look foo-foo. Andrew Berry made them look crazy again. Once again, Andrew Berry's on his job, JR. And when he didn't get no quarterback like they was promoting, what that tell you? She had to come out and say that. Look like Shedeur gonna be the quarterback. We've been trying to tell him. Uncle Steve been trying to tell him. JR been trying to tell him. B. Watts been trying to tell him. The chat been trying to tell her all along. Kevin Stefanski, his staff is out of the building. They don't have nobody to talk to or leak information to keep them see you aunties off their neck. That's what it is. They ain't see now everything is coming to fruition.
Mm-hmm.
They told us we're gonna give Shedeur Sanders a chance, and we're gonna see what we're gonna kick the tires on Deshaun Watson and make the best man win. They can't handle that. They don't want Deshaun Watson because of the off the field stuff. Yeah, it ain't like Mary Kay was sucking his Peters. Here, he would get about another. My bad. Hey, that slip. That slip, man. That's it.
Oh man, we got Reverend
I thought
Nelson
we
in
was
the
on the three-way, man.
Come on, man. We got Reverend BJ Nelson in the Come on, man. You can't say that. Come on, man. Come on, man.
My bad. I thought we were texting, man. I thought I was texting this, man. You know how you speak in the phone and it texts for you?
You doing the talk to text?
Yeah. Talk to text.
B-Wife, you are hell, sir.
I'm just saying. Listen. This is my last. This is it. I got 5 seconds. It's like they get mad because they don't want Deshaun Watson to compete for that starting quarterback because what happened off the field. And like I was saying, Mary Kay act like she was the one that was doing it to Deshaun Watson. He mad like she can't get no more or something. I don't know. Only thing I'm saying, Steve, I'm trying to read the tea leaves. That's all. Back to you.
Hey, B-Watch, you're doing more than tea leaves, boy. Hey, she must have went to see. I think what it is. Normally, if you go to you have a concert and you want to get a backstage pass. What do they have to do to get a backstage pass?
Yeah. I ain't fooling with y'all, man.
Luke said no backstage pass. But that's another story. Let's throw this one here.
Mary Kay like them brothers, man. She like Shedeur. Every time Shedeur walk back, hey, Shedeur, can I get a whoop whoop?
Snow Bunny's going wild. But that's another one here. I'm glad you brought up Andrew Berry because at first I didn't know how to take Andrew. But I'm an Andrew Berry fan now, man. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to. Oh, Berry different, man. Oh, Berry different. You know, Berry has gotten me to the point where now, I'm like that. He a little smarter than the average bear. Now I have to truly believe, JR, that it was Paul Podesta and the other people making a lot of decisions in that building when it pertained to that team. Because I'm looking right now, this dude here is methodical, man. I'm like, he's surgical at times because if you look at the moves that were made after Podesta got out that building, the draft of last year, and then you're looking at what they're doing right now, hey, man, he cooking. He cooking. Not only is he cooking, I think he's in the right direction. I think he's really going in the right direction. With me said that now, that's just my opinion. And I can give facts on why I believe that. Because I truly believe it because once he proved that he hit on this quarterback, y'all can cancel Christmas. Once he proved that he hit on Shedeur Sanders, man, he done wrote his name in history because he won't have to buy another dinner in Cleveland. He hit on this quarterback, Shedeur Sanders. But all I'm saying is this one here. JR, because you were going to give it to us straight down the middle. You got your Kevlar, best and everything else. Give us straight down the middle. How do you think Andrew Berry has, I ain't going in the past. I'm just going last year and this year. How has Andrew Berry done as a general manager for the Cleveland Browns, taking them into the future of this franchise? The floor is yours, JR.
That's a great question. Let me say first, shout out to Reverend BJ Nelson for the $2 holler. He said, B-Watch, you going to hell for 1.2 seconds. And everybody in the chat probably agree. Now, our boy B-Watch saved, y'all. We know B-Watch is a saved man. He's a man of the clergy.
Damn, you like to spit that out when he said that.
Nah, shout out to
you ain't going there, B-Watch. You ain't going there. You going to sin. You going to sin.
That was funny. That was funny, Real. But look, I gotta give B-Watch his credit, man. Look, and y'all know it just pains me to the core to say I gotta give B. Watts his credit. He been speaking highly of Andrew Berry for quite some time now. Quite some time. I mean, he been doing it since the draft. 2025 draft. Man, you see what Andrew Berry doing? He doing it. JR in the chat. Andrew Berry got it again. Look, look. So B. Watts, I give you credit, sir. Time stamped at 35 minutes into the show. B. Watts was right about how Andrew Berry is moving thus far. But it's still like caution for me because everything that transpired in the building, Andrew Berry had a hand in that as well. So I know he can't tell the coach you need to play this player, right? But look, he can definitely lean on that coaching staff, the previous coaching staff, right? To say, hey, what are we doing? Explain yourself to me regarding what is out on the field opposite Shedeur Sanders last year. So it's still a little caution for me, right? Andrew Berry was still in the building when Shedeur was throwing to the trash cans and throwing to the Dairy Queen ice cream person at the red. He was doing that, man. So and Andrew Berry was a part of that. Now he can atone, right, and say, look, we're going forward. We're gonna make this guy our franchise guy. But I think it's a prove it year, like how we talked about in the previous segment. I think it's kind of a prove it year because look, Andrew Berry, this is what, 6th year being there as the GM, and he might 1 foot out the door too if they don't get it right. So he got the opportunity to hire as coach. B. Watts has been right about the situation with Andrew Berry, but I'm still a little caution with it, man. And shout out to our sister Phyllis Smith with the $9.99. And you wonder why I call her dog head. I'm just saying. We know who you talking about, sis. OMK. OMK, B. Watts.
All right, let me talk to you, JR, for just 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. Once again, Andrew Berry is on his game for the last 2 seasons. Now, I heard you say he had a hand to play in whatever went on in the last 4 to 5 years. But it wasn't just his hand. They had Paul D. Podesta there. Once they got him out the way and Kevin out the way, now Andrew Berry can show you his strength instead of his weakness because, like Steve said, like you said, his job on the line. And what he have done this offseason, he came out and told us, I'm not going to go heavy in the free agent this year, but I'm going to work on the offensive side of the ball. And so far, he have done that. He brought in Titus Howard from Texas. He traded and got Zion Johnson from the Chargers. He signed Quincy Williams from the Jets. He signed, who else he got? He got an all-pro center today. He was an all-pro back in 2020, Jenkins. And he re-signed Tevin Jenkins, the offensive line from last year. To make it short, he doing what he supposed to do. He ain't going out and spending all that money on a big-time wide receiver when you got the draft coming up because they still got that salary cap going on. And next year, he said he'll go heavy on free agent. But the most important part, he got to get an offensive line together, and he have done that so far to me. Now, he didn't have no offensive line under contract, so he got to at least find 10 offensive linemen because you got a center, 2 guards, and 2 tackles. And right now, he got everything covered but that left tackle. Now, once he get that covered, or he can cover it during the draft, he headed in the right direction because it ain't going to be no 1 year rebuild. It's going to take 2 or 3 years to build an offense, just like he did with the defense. So that's my take on that. I like the way he's going. He ain't out there trying to throw all the money to AJ Brown trying to get him $30 million a year just to come and catch a pass from who else? Who knows who's gonna be the quarterback? Really, come on, let's be real. We don't know what they're gonna do. We hoping Shedeur, but AJ Brown and Jerry Judy on the same team, bro. You talking about a time bomb about to kick off. You think Shedeur got hollered at last year? Boy, they probably drive that dude crazy, man. Both of them on the team, you know. So that's my take on that. I like what Andrew doing. Hey, keep doing it, Andrew. Keep doing it. I'm rocking with you all the way. All the way. Back to you, huh?
And I'm gonna throw this, and I'm gonna leave it as that. Andrew is smooth, man, and I'm gonna tell you how Andrew is smooth. Let's go back down the memory lane, boy. That's where I like to go sometime. Back down the memory lane.
Hey,
You know, let's go back a little bit. Let's go this. You got a super chat?
JR, somebody.
Shout out to Lawrence RBE for the 10 ball. He said UCSS knew they had to do damage control. They did. My issue with Thomas is trying to take up for him.
Yep.
It gave Steven from Django. Suggestion to D Bush: have pizza next to Bull right before you speak. Yeah, Bull always be talking about some pizza, boy. Always talking about some pizza. When I make my way to Cleveland, I'm gonna make sure I go to Bull page to figure out where the pizza spot is in Cleveland, because he know all the spots. But shout out to Lawrence RBE with the 10 ball. You right, Lawrence. They was on that DS.
Yeah, he on that Django. And the thing about it, you taking bullets for somebody who ain't gonna take bullets for you. That ain't gonna happen with me. If he can run his mouth, he gonna take them bullets. But let me go back down the memory lane. Thank you for that super chat, man. That is always welcome with Sports Talk with B. Watts. B. Watts need to put some more paint on that house. So y'all keep giving him something so he can put some paint on that house, because you know he do like to go out and eat the finer things in life. But let's go back to memory lane, B. Watts. Andrew Berry was put in a bad situation. You got an owner and you got Pete Podesta, and they were in there, and you got a head coach that really wanted to go and say, hey, let's do this Dillon thing and give this coach an opportunity to see if he could fix the quarterback room. So he sat back. Just if y'all pay attention to it, he sat back. He let Shedeur Sanders throw into the trash cans, because you can't come up there and say, you know, hey, why is he throwing in trash cans? Well, if y'all pay attention, what he did was he got rid of Kenny Pickett. He said, I'm trading him. So you got to realize that was Andrew Berry. Not only did Andrew Berry say, I'm going to get rid of Kenny Pickett, then he turned around in this regular season and he got rid of Joe Flacco. And the coach and head coach irate. That just goes to tell you AB was cooking. AB not only did that, AB got what that owner say, man, Dillon ain't it. Dillon ain't it. Whether he come back or not, Dillon is not getting back on that field, because if y'all heard the head coach, when Dillon, he said as soon as Dillon get back off protocol, he's gonna be back in the game. His plans was playing to get back in the game. What did Andrew Berry do? Ain't gonna happen. Shedeur Sanders in there. So AB, you got props to me. Now I always go back, because I always want to say in remembrance, and that's what I did. But let's go this way. A lie don't care who tells it. It's the theme for tonight. Let's go to the Colorado media now. I heard Uncle Neely today, and Uncle Neely, I used to say, I was like, man, why Uncle Neely always defending Coach Prime on things? And Uncle Neely, I understand. Because a lie don't care who tell it, and they're not gonna stop. And if you continue to let that lie go unchallenged, you know what's gonna happen? People gonna say, you sure right. It must be because he didn't say nothing. Because if he would have told a lie on me, you know how we do. A woman, you tell a lie on a woman. If she say a lie on me, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna pull her hair. I'll beat the brakes off her. But I'm women, you tell a lie on a sister. She gonna have an earring. She gonna pull them off. She got the Vaseline that B. Watts used all the time. He put on his forehead. She gonna put that on her face so the girl can't scratch her and everything else. She gonna get the weave. She gonna take that out because she gonna put it in a bunny tail, knot up there, and she gonna handle her business. Let's go this reason. When Uncle Neely said The media comes after Coach Prime for just silly stuff. Let's go with the first one. They coming at him. His players fighting during practice. They're attacking him and saying the players are undisciplined. When Nick Saban players fight, oh boy, that's the fight they got in their belly. They really want it. They're in there. They're gonna do it this year. Let's go with the next one. Coach Prime goes in there, and Coach Prime will go with his players, and Coach Prime says, "Hey, on this one here, no, this is where he went with it. The media attacked Coach Prime because he didn't come out. They thought that he should be the first one to come out and get in front of the media when it pertained to Ponder, everything when it came to Ponder. And I'm like, he was in front of everybody. He was in front of it. Ain't you don't need to see that. His job and responsibility is to the parents and the kids and that university. It's not for you to get up there and show. My problem is this one here. It doesn't make a difference what Coach Prime does. They are attacking him, and if the CU aunties, the uncles, the mothers, fathers, nephews, and cousins don't come back and say anything, you're not going to see people that look like JR stay in that seat that that he's in, and then you won't see an offensive coordinator that's black, a defensive coordinator that's black, and you see those women that he's uplifted that he got in there of all colors. Because Lori, if I'm not mistaken, she's not black, she's white. He don't care about Coach Prime. Don't care about colors. He teach people, hey, provide them opportunities. And all I'm saying is this one here. When does it stop? Because last time I checked, wasn't nobody studying about Colorado. Now Colorado's the toast of the town, but the man that opened the doors for you, now you want to attack him, but you still want to make money off him. Tell me, JR, why is the media so toxic in Colorado and are trying to attack Coach Prime? You give me some light in that.
But that's another good question. Shout out to Reverend BJ Nelson for the $2. He said in the last segment, Cleveland been losing since Jesus was 12.
Yeah.
Lord
Yeah.
have mercy.
Lord have mercy.
Lord.
Oh.
Hey, man, we need to get Rev back on the show. He got an answer for these
Man,
super
we got to
chats.
get Rev up here. Rev, you showing out, man.
Rev, are
You
you
showing
sure you're
out,
not a
Rev.
comedian? Rev is a comedian on the side. He had to do some comedy
Rev is
throughout.
something else, man. Rev is
But
something. Him and I love CC. Woo!
Rev
And
is
Miss
cut up in
Phyllis.
that chat, man. Yeah, look, I don't know, man. The media is just weird, man. Look, we spoke about the Cleveland media, the CU media. Hey, shout out to Uncle Neely for supporting this guy, man, going to bat for Coach Prime, for our guy. I think about the media like, when I was growing up, going to school, and man, I'm laying my clothes out, getting ready for the day. Like, man, I'm about to kill him, boy. Ooh. Got the pants, starchy arches, starched down, got the shirt pressed, everything laid out. I'm just looking at it like it's the first day of school. I'm ready to go. To me, that's like how the media be coming up with these questions or with these articles. Like, I bet they sitting there just writing some negative stuff. Like, oh, yeah, I'm about to get them right here. Watch how I do this. Watch how I word this. Watch how I interject my own opinion based on the narrative that I'm creating in my own mind to pour some salt in the wound, or to mix some things up to get me some more clicks and views. I do not get it. Unc, you hit the nail on the head when you said, look, if another college program is having a tussle, and then oh yeah, they tough, they ready, they built for it. Coach Prime is everything under the sun, man. Everything under the sun. They this, they that, they undisciplined, everything else. And it's bullish and highly unprofessional of that media member to put out a story like that? Highly unprofessional, B. Watts.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of hate going on when it comes down to Coach Prime and Tweet, man. Come to Shedeur, man. When you look at the Cleveland media, they attacking Shedeur. When you look at Colorado media, they attack Coach Prime for no reason at all. Man, nobody standing Colorado till Coach Prime got there. When the media, hell, they didn't have that many people in the media. Everybody jumped in the media when Coach Prime got there. He don't owe them nothing. Just like Andrew Berry don't owe Mary Kay nothing. Coach Prime don't owe the Colorado media nothing. But it's amazing. It come down to it's about that fight song, which I can't understand why. It's about the song, y'all. It's about that song, and it's about the tradition they had in the past, and Coach Prime didn't go that route. They upset. I heard one guy that used to play for him say, hey, people, the Sanders fan act like we ain't never won before we got there. Yeah. I didn't know you had a team till you got there.
That's crazy hell, man.
I'm just saying, man.
I didn't know y'all had a team.
This dude said, man, we don't want a national championship and everything. I said, damn. He was hot about it, bro. So it seemed like, I think they upset because Coach Prime won't let them in. And the reason why Coach Prime don't let them in, man, he don't trust them dude. You see, he let what a name in. You see what he doing? I ain't calling no name, but I'm just saying, you can't trust him, Steve. It's a rap group had a song out. The dude with the big clock. You can't
Flavor, baby.
You can't trust him, bro.
Yeah, boy.
Back to you, Up.
Y'all here, man.
Well, listen. Hey,
Coach Prime,
a
$10 super sticker. $10 super sticker. Hold on. $10 super sticker. I hope I don't butcher your name, sister. I'm gonna go with Brown. If you could phonetically put your name so I don't mispronounce the first half of it, last name Brown 32 for the $10 sticker. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. I don't want to butcher your first name. If you could phonetically put it down in the chat, I will re-say it again before the end of the show. But thank you. Salute for the $10 super sticker.
Hey, can y'all put in the chat, if y'all don't mind, CWB? CWB, that's what Coach Prime is guilty of. That's exactly what he's guilty of. Put CWB in the chat. And that's coaching while black. So, that's what he's guilty of. He's guilty of that. CWB. Because the thing I see is this one here. I remember when a man put a brown suit on. And he went to a podium on a Sunday. And people lost their ever-loving mind. And they lost their ever-loving mind because they couldn't fathom a man getting in front looking esteemed and looking cool and the bunny is talking, woo, he looked good. He looked good. They couldn't stand it. They could not stand that that man sitting on that nad. They couldn't do it. So it's a CWB, baby. That's what the problem is. And it goes to what you said, B Watts. It goes to he is not allowing them access. And because he's not allowing them access, they're going to do what they normally do. They're going to attack. And if he allowed them access, they still will do it in turn. They'll still be doing the same thing. So the only thing Coach Prime now, he has to win. Coach Prime has to win. Because even when he win, you know what they're going to say, B. Watts? You know what they're going to say, JR? He didn't win the Big 12. He could win 9 games. Well, he didn't win the Big 12. He didn't win the conference. Right. He didn't go to the playoff. So it's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough because they didn't want to give Coach Prime credit when he played baseball. They criticized him. His own coach wouldn't let him bat when he was batting 500 in the playoffs for the Atlanta Braves. They were forced to let him bat because he was batting almost 700 against one pitcher. So and the guy got hurt. So they say, we got to play him. And he tore the cover off the ball. So all I'm saying is this one here. People allow their insecurities to impact what they truly feel. With that being said, let's talk about the CU Buffaloes. Let's talk about some players now. I'm gonna ask y'all a question because I think about this all the time before we get off of here, and then we're gonna end it off. I'm gonna end it this way. Why is it that these young football players are having issues with a coach providing them feedback that isn't positive? Explain that to me, JR.
It's at, for the young men, they got to get out their own way, and it probably seems like this year more than ever, uh, Coach Prime got a lot of people that has a dream of being a professional. So I think some of them they got to get out of their own way, man, because when the pads get on, things get real. And when you see like, oh well, man, such going out there before me, it's not about where you start, it's where you end, right? So they looking at, I've been killing this guy in drills, man, and conditioning drills and this, that, and the third and stuff like that. So they may see somebody in front of them and they're thinking like, man, I gotta get it, man. A lot of these guys, Boo Carter came out and said it. Look, I'm trying to go to the league next year. I ain't got a lot of time to play around, So if you a guy like Boo Carter and you see somebody else getting the rep in front of you first when it comes to 11 on 11, you probably think to yourself, man, I ain't got time for that, man. But there's no iron team, right? There's players, when Nick Saban was coaching, there's players from the University of Alabama under Nick Saban's tutelage that didn't start, they got drafted. When Pete Carroll was the coach at USC, didn't start, they got drafted because they won so much, right? So I think a little bit of it is a pressurized situation, and they want to see their dreams. Everybody want it now. Immediate like validation. I want it now. But you got to enjoy the process. You got to enjoy the process. Work your tail off, man. Get them a reason for when you on the field, they saying, yeah, we can't take that guy off the field. And that got to be the reason. And you got to accept the coaching. Because if you want to go to the NFL, the one thing in a professional situation, whether it's sports or your corporate life, if you got somebody over you and they telling you this is how we need you to do your job, you don't deviate really from doing that. Now the end result is the end result. But if they got a step to fix the plane, you not gonna go and say, oh no, man, I've been working on planes 30 years. Now I done worked at United for 30 years. Now I'm at Southwest. Y'all gonna tell me how to work on a plane? Dog. They got steps, and you need to do their steps. United is United, Southwest is Southwest. Do the step. And I think the young man, they need to enjoy the steps, B. Watts.
Yeah, just like Bruce Leroy said, they soft, They soft now, man. Players of these days are soft, bro. They just soft. And they opportunity gonna be limited this year. Coach Prime got some real coaches out there. I know we question that D-line coach. Shit, I take him any day for South. Any day, the way he out there acting, boy. I like that kind of coaching. And when you look at the offensive coordinator, the defensive coordinator, they own their own group, bro. Coach Prime ain't got to hold nobody's hand. You see, those two coordinators, they trying to get where Coach Prime at. And so they got to hold each of their players in their group and on their side of the ball accountable. We ain't see Rob Livingston doing nothing like that. I know we ain't at practice. I didn't see them, the offensive coordinator. Shit, he getting on Juju ass. Coming out here with that salt. You talking all that junk up there in the building. Then when you get down here on the field, yeah, you ain't like that. I'm like that. I woke up like that. That's what the offensive coordinator said. I woke up like that. And I'm finna go in here and tell the defense, keep your hands off my quarterback. Since y'all won't do it, then he turned around and looked at the monster from Alabama, number 9. Yeah, they punking your ass out. Oh, coach, they ain't punking me out. Yeah, they punking you out. They ain't punking me out next time. Next snap, Juju gave him the ball. He ran the ball for 30 yards. Coach, the offensive coordinator ran down there and told him, said, that's what I'm talking about. I had to do that to get that out of you. I ain't playing. I want that smoke. Oh, he just went crazy. They ain't used to that, bro. They not used to that. And lastly, but not least, just like JR said, they want to get to that lead. If you ain't winning, you ain't going to that lead unless you just standing out. See, what the problem is, and it's a good thing, Coach Prime ain't got no 5 stars on the team, so ain't nobody finna hand you nothing. You got to work for it now. Everybody playing on a even level. And once them pads came on, it separate them cats from them dogs. But it take good coaching and leadership to bring it out on them. Number 9, yeah, I know you went to Alabama, but you getting punked out here. I ain't getting punked out. I ain't getting punked out. No, not me, coach. Okay, then. Okay. Back to you, Augustine.
Well, I want to say y'all feedback is fantastic. People in the chat, if y'all didn't hit that like, subscribe, share, and some of y'all need to, let me throw it this way. Some of y'all need to quit, saving y'all hype. It's a button down there called hype. Y'all like Coach Prime when it comes to his timeouts. Y'all want to keep them. Y'all want to keep them in y'all pocket. Go on, hit that button, folks. Go on. Y'all want to go home with it. What we talking about? Y'all go on, give B. Watts his props. This man out here doing his thing. With that being said, B. Watts, go on, do your thing. JR, I'm telling you, brought that vest out, boy. You a bad boy. You know you carry. I know you carry. You got that conceal to carry. I already know. But with that being said, JR, you handled your business. B. Watts, you know how I made sure I did anybody but Juju. I ain't let you get your bullets too far off on Juju tonight because Juju is gonna be protected at all times by and I mean at all times pertaining to you. That anybody but Juju campaign you got going on.
I ain't let you get that out of me. I like Juju, but I saw that tip ball and them interceptions again.
Oh, man. I ain't going.
You don't want to talk about that, do you?
You'll talk about it tomorrow. Folks, we had a great night. JR and Sports Talk with B. Watts. I want y'all to close us out. Y'all been fantastic. People in the chat, you're fantastic. Thank y'all for all of your support. And JR, go on, close us out. You and B. Watts.
Look, I say that by this time last year, B. Watts made 5 videos about K-Salt alone by this time last year. We ain't seen one individual video about Juju yet. What we doing, B. Watts? Nah, but
He's 2 years away. He's 2 years away.
It's all jokes, man. Again, look, shout out to B. Watts, man. Shout out to the chat. Everybody down there participating. Again, Reverend BJ Nelson for the 2x2 holler. We got our sis Phyllis Smith for the $10 holler. Lawrence RBE for the $10 holler. And Nalvo Leah Brown. Our sister for the $10 sticker, man. Shout out to everybody for the blessings, man. Keep supporting B. Watts. Our brother's doing great things. He dropped great content. And man, I'm just here to support a good brother doing a good thing, man.
Hey, want to thank Uncle Steve for an outstanding job tonight. Go ahead and put it down in the chat. Put Unc down in the chat. Let him know that, hey, him and JR is running neck to neck. Who the best in hosting on Sports Talk with B. Watts. JR Botson host on Sunday. Uncle Steve on Tuesday. We appreciate these brothers for sacrificing 1 hour of their life each week to bring us good content. And man, I love these brothers to death. Can't wait to see them in Atlanta, Georgia, when Georgia Tech and the Colorado Buffaloes come to town. So once again, thank you, chat. Want to thank everybody who participated. Thank you for the super chat. Want to thank everybody who's tuning in. Even though if you didn't make a comment and you hit that like button, or if you didn't do anything, just tune in. Hey, we grateful and we appreciate each and one of them. May the grace of God continue to bless each and one of you. as well as your entire family. Back to you, Uncle Steve, and we out of here.
Good night. God bless. Y'all keep being great. See you later.